top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them along.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over.
We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another Detroit Lions.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to...
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the... And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And shedding his way forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The Viking ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup that brings up
first carry for Raheem Mostert. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 29.
At the 29-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Vikings 3, Lions nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
6-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Johnson, incomplete.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
17 yards.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend. Very
much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
That's the end.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. This third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out to his left, and he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Stafford now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Minnesota.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive, and picked up that first down in the process. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The tackle by Giovanni Tobias.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll buy some time right. They'll run it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Lions 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. At each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Lions 6.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
To kick off for Detroit.
This will make it into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't book?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Rudolph. A gain of 10 yards. And it's third.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.